Make St Johnstone great again. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. And Adam Webb has agreed to buy St Johnstone from Big Jeff Brown. And it looks like some of that American money, the Uncle Benjamins, are getting fired in there to St Johnstone. Are they going to relive their glory days of a cup double? With still, they couldn't even win the Manager of the Year award. That was sickening there for the big man. Can't remember his name.
Craig Levein.
It wasn't Craig Levein. Hold on.
Callum Davidson.
Craig Levein doing a cup double. He wishes.
Aye, I mean, be lucky if he can get 2 wins the entire season. 2 cup wins. Yeah, anyway, so American Webb has agreed to buy...
American Webb? Adam Webb? He's an American called Webb? American Webb? That's a big web. That's a spider's web with a big fucking shite covered in it. Anyway, let's move on. Go and take a flying web to yourself. Alright, the guy's got a 10% sharing hold in Cambridge United, which means the Scottish FA and the English FA need to approve the sale. Here, I welcome this. But again, I don't know how much money the guy has. I googled him, right? He doesn't have a Wikipedia page. I don't know how much money he has, like, in total. So it's not like this guy has got billions. Partner. It's not like this guy's got billions to pump into St Johnstone, but I'd say it's better than nothing.
I got my guns, I got my pickup truck, and I got my American dollars, man. Aye, so big Webb coming in. Has he got the money? More importantly, will he be willing to spend the money? Will he invest money into St Johnstone? Is he serious about pushing St Johnstone as a force in Scottish football? Or is it just another way to fucking launder money and just own a business that isn't really going to be profitable? Because we do see it. Sometimes these American owners or owners in general take over and not a lot changes. I think they just try and buy assets.
Yeah.
Not everyone that buys a club will want to do what, let's say, Roman Abramovich done at Chelsea. Not everyone buys a football. Despite having money, some people just want to buy an asset. They don't necessarily want to overspend in order to try and make that club successful. Whereas for Abramovich, he wanted to win. Making Chelsea the greatest club in the world was important to him. Maybe this guy has got no interest in making St Johnstone
the greatest club
great
in the
again,
world.
or making St Johnstone a threat to Celtic and Rangers, or getting St Johnstone to Hampden finals
again. How long do you think it would take for St Johnstone to be able to like sell out their stadium if they won the league?
I mean, is there enough St Johnstone fans? How much does McDermott Park hold?
I'm not too sure. I'm going to guess about 8,000.
That's shite, isn't it? Is there enough? Have they sold out? I'm trying to remember when they took on Galatasaray.
They sold it.
I think they sold it there. So that proves that there is enough St Johnstone fans
to sell it.
So it's not like you would have to have years of success so that you're creating new fans. There's obviously enough St Johnstone fans alive in Perth. It's just they choose not to go to the games. And you know what? It's kind of sad when you think about it from that perspective, because if every team in the top flight outside of Levy probably can sell it. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would.
I'd say
Levy can't though. I can definitely agree.
Well,
with that.
you know, they're getting replaced with Dundee United, and they definitely can sell it.
Yeah.
So let's just say Dundee United, for example. It's like everybody in the top flight has the ability to sell it. It's just a shame that they can only do it under the circumstances where they get a rare European place, or they're having an outstanding season and attendances just go up, or even like with the cup runs, you don't necessarily sell out the cup runs because the last 2 games, the most important 2 games, are at Hampden. So it's not even like a cup run really gives you the opportunity to sell it. I just think it's sad. I think Scottish football, and I think other teams in Scottish football could be a lot better than they currently are if the fans were more loyal.
No, absolutely. But here, you know what? I'd welcome it. I would absolutely welcome more teams fighting for the title.
100%. I think it'd be a great dynamic. Obviously, if St Johnstone do get a lot of money pumped into them, and if they do become a big force and they can challenge the Old Firm, then it's not going to be good for the teams such as Hearts, Aberdeen, the teams that are trying to close that gap, because all of a sudden they've got an extra team, another team that's miles in front of them. But
see, no, I heard a lot of people, right, complaining about the fact that Tottenham and a lot of their fans wanted them just to throw the game against Man City to stop Arsenal winning the league. But it's like, No, that's not a mentality to have. You see, if Rangers and Celtic, right, were in that position, or especially if it was Celtic, I would want Rangers to throw the league against Aberdeen. And why I'm talking about it is because I would like to see other teams up there. I think how much better would it be for the league though if you had seasons where Celtic couldn't win the league, but Aberdeen, for example, could, and Celtic were playing Aberdeen, and Rangers needed Celtic to beat them, for example, and have these different variables in there. I mean, rant aside, I would just like to see different teams up there. As much as Celtic have dominated, and yes, it's been a long time since Rangers actually won trophies and all back to back and within years of each other, the league needs it, right? 40 years without anyone else winning it is stale. And you look at the future, man, we could be looking at, in our lifetime, no one else wins it. Easy. Easy peasy. Because see, if you ask somebody in the early 80s, right? Here, Rangers and Celtic are going to win every league up until 2024. They would have laughed at you. Yes or no?
Well, yes, because there was 3 seasons where neither team won it.
Now compare it. 2064. Right?
It's possible.
It's very much possible. What's it going to take?
It's going to take something like this. It's going to take somebody to come in and, in my opinion, buy a club and pump a lot of money into them.
Yeah, but clubs have been getting they've been getting taken over, right, for years. Like, since the 90s, right, that's really when, like, outside investments come into clubs. And Scotland's not seen any of it. Well, we've seen what Dundee had, like, their 10 minutes of fame.
Well, it's not a coincidence that the closest a team has got to the Old Firm this century, when both teams were in the league, was Hearts, when they had the takeover for Vladimir Romanov.
Yeah, but
and there was a little bit of money pumped into the club.
But signing Lithuanians, like, I think there needs to be a bit more than that.
It wasn't just Lithuanians, all right? When he first came in, he spent a bit of money, brought in Czech Republicans.
So he was going to the Eastern Bloc?
We've got Rudy Scaccio, Roman Bednar. Hearts already had a solid team at that time. Craig Gordon coming through, Paul Hartley, Stephen Presley, Robbie Nielsen. You know, Hearts had a good squad at that point. Michael Stewart in there.
I was going to say Michael Stewart.
You know, Michael Stewart, legend. So, I mean, Hearts had a decent squad at that period of time, and then they improved it by bringing in some decent players that other clubs at that point in time weren't bringing in. Like I said, you'd Roman Bentner, you'd Jankowskis was another top signing. Yeah, some of the Lithuanian lads weren't great. Michaelinas was pretty decent though.
Here, I'm going to say this now. See, if you gave a club, right, 50 million to spend outside the Old Firm, and even take away like the top teams, right, give 50 million, right, say to Airdrie coming up, and see if they spent the 50 million in the summer and spent it wisely, they could easily win the league. There you go. You heard it here first.
In one season?
Yep. And when I say easily win the league, I don't mean they're going to win it by 25 points. I think they would compete quite easily.
I don't think you can spend 50 million in one transfer. You can't go for being fucking essentially broke to spending 50. I don't think football works like that. I think it would take a couple of transfer windows and a couple of seasons, probably minimum, until you can sort of balance that out. You don't just give Airdrie 50 mil.
Well, Man City did it.
And then you've got Airdrie bringing in players on like 50 grand a week while they've got other guys there on £200. It doesn't work like that. It would have to be filtered in slowly. I genuinely believe. I don't think.
Like, theoretically speaking, we're talking about they get 50 million. And
even Man City, right? They took a few seasons to start building a decent squad. Same with Newcastle.
Newcastle's different because financial fair play is a big deal now. Man City didn't. Man City was splashing the cash left.
Man City weren't really credible challengers till like a couple of years in.
Yeah, but that's the English fucking Premier League. Different kettle of fish. It's going to take a lot more to win the English Premier League against Sir Alex. Against Brendan Rodgers.
If you give Airdrie 50 mil, what do you think they're spending on the first transfer signing?
I know.
You think they're going to bring in someone for 5 million and offer him like 100 grand a week?
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
No, I am listening to what you're saying.
No, you're not. I'm saying if they spent 50 million, I'm not saying they're going to come in automatically and be like, right, financial fair play. I'm just talking about here, if they were allowed to spend 50 million on let's go 4 million on Shankland, a couple of million there on an Aberdeen player, a couple of million there on Martin Boyle, a couple of million there on like a Rangers fringe player, those sort of signings. I'm not talking about they're going to come in and spend 15 million.
Do you think Martin Boyle's been pitched this season?
I think he has
is he really the guy you'd want to spend some of your hard-earned cash on?
Well, hard-earned, I don't know who's the investor going to be, but is what it is, isn't it?
Aye, I guess so. Anyway, guys, that's it. Will St Johnstone have 50 million to spend? Doubtful.
Why did that prick, Ryan Gosling or Reynolds, whatever his name is, invest in Wrexham, of all clubs?
I thought you were going to say Ryan 118. You just said prick and Ryan, and I automatically went to him.
I went to him, but no, why did Wrexham? No, there's one thing I hate. It's Swansea, Cardiff and Wrexham playing in the English fucking pyramid. They should have stuck to their own leagues. It's pathetic. You see them down there. You know, they've got James McLean. They're chanting all these fucking songs.
Yeah, because see if they were in the Welsh...
Well, why not just be in the Welsh League then?
See if they were in the Welsh League, they would be Diddy teams. They'd be no better than TNS. Fuck, they'd be no better than TNA.
TNA crossed the line. Can St Johnstone cross the line and join the old firm? Probably not. Probably not. But it's like we've always talked about it, like with Queen's Park, man. They've got Hampden there to use. There's a stadium with 50,000 people waiting to be packed into with a big takeover.
Also, Edinburgh City, like, why not take a chance on the name? Why don't we get someone rich coming in by name, capital club, build a good stadium?
No, but... Yo, it's even like you're saying about Airdrie, right? Why couldn't somebody like Hartsell get a big takeover and actually begin to spend like a few million here and there? Like we've seen Aberdeen spend like $1 million on Leighton Clarkson. It's not unthinkable.
Because Hearts are the biggest fan-owned club in Britain.
All right, then Hibs, Aberdeen.
Well, Hibs have already got that American 25%.
Well, a big one then, not a shite bag.
Well, why doesn't Donald Trump buy Aberdeen?
I don't know.
And see if they truly can be made great again?
He wanted to make St Mirren great again. Once upon a time. Remember that wee skip? No. Only an excuse.
Nah, I totally forget about that.
Anyway, guys, that's where we're going to leave it. Big Jeff Brown, he sold his piece. It's still having to get...
Is he no American as well?
No, I'm pretty sure he's from Perth.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, guys. Anyway, till next time. Peace.